am worried. I am concerned, knowing that the value chain is going to be affected. Imports would cost, duties will cost. And if you look at what is happening to the cedi, now dollar is moving around a certain figure. Yes, this is about an international catastrophe which is affecting Mother Ghana. And the need for us to take away the politics and now have a new way of thinking to support our government. Because, Mr. Speaker, the call to evacuate Ghanaian citizens from Ukraine will come at a cost. No European country will evacuate our citizens for us. No Ghanaians, no European country. NATO will not do that. America will not do that. There is going to be pressure on the limited resources that we have. And as a nation, Ghanaian businesses who are supposed to do well to pay taxes, they are going to suffer. Their businesses will not do well the way they expect. Their projections will be affected. That is the reality. And I must bring this to the attention of all of us, so that any policy that will be brought will be seen in that light. Of course, Honorable Minority Leader, you've not spoken into, Deputy Minority Leader, you've not spoken into the mic. But if you're talking about e-levy, this is the more important reason why we even need it. You are saying you've not spoken into the mic. But if you are talking about the e-levy, that was the next point I was going to get to, that we should congregate around it and find a way of generating revenue as a country to save the situation, because we are not in normal times. Harun Edrisu couldn't have raised this matter at a better time than now. He couldn't have raised this issue at a better time than now. This is a patriotic call from him.
I would like to have your leave to bring to the attention of the House a reportage by myjoyonline.com, an online portal of multimedia, regarding yesterday's proceedings. Mr. Speaker, it's important that we allow for press freedom, but at the same time, whatever we say here must be reported accurately. We have our individual reputations, and we don't have to allow situations where journalists will report matters we haven't said.
So, Leader, hold on.
Yes.
It means you want to make an urgent statement.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, I'm coming.
So, what order are you coming?
Mr. Speaker, normally under Order 72, seek your leave, an urgent matter of public importance. Mr. Speaker, My Joy Online yesterday at 4:47 p.m. put this on their online platform. Evacuation of Ghanaians from Ukraine is a reason we need e-levy, Afenyo Markin. Mr. Speaker, I have not said that. I will never say that. And the full tape of what I said is still there. Unfortunately, when they did this, other online platforms have carried it, including Nana Banamwa, who copied the headline and placed it on her social media handle. People reading and ridiculing my thoughts. We can't entertain this. We can't. This morning, my respected friend Randy Abbey, he was very lighter on handling the matter, but at least he passed a comment on it, on Good Morning Ghana. A lot of online platforms have this, and we don't have to wait until it's somebody before we comment on it. I would want to make a demand on Joy FM to pull down the story, render an unqualified apology, and ensure that other online platforms that carry this mischief do same. And I'm making an appeal to Nana Banamwa that next time some of these things, she should also check with me, because at least she has my number. We can't allow this. Then we mess each other up, and then people take us not serious, that politicians just get up and say anything. Mr. Speaker, I'm not perfect. but I'm always careful about things I say. If I'm not sure I won't say them, I may slip, but I'm likely not to easily slip. I'm very careful about things I put out, and I make this demand as of right, far right. I thank you, Mr. Speaker. And my friend Parker Wilson of Joy FM, this is not the first time. Mr. Speaker, I say this with a lot of pain. I can tolerate, but it is not his first time. He's gained notoriety of going after me with such misreportage. I've complained to his bosses, and yesterday as at midnight, I was calling him. Parker Wilson of Joy FM, who reports for Joy, must know that he has to be fair to all of us. We say we want press freedom, but people must be guided. The video of what I said yesterday is still online. Yesterday, Mr. Speaker had the occasion of also rebutting some fake news that people attributing interview to him. Report fairly. Don't attack politicians for what they have not said. And you do that, you subject them to ridicule, and we have our constituents. And people who are competing with us to use it against us. I will not entertain that. And if they fail to, I have my other rights that I will look for another avenue.